Hi, I'm Yaniv with Phonesystemhero channel on YouTube. Right now, we're gonna go over some frequently asked questions or FAQs that I come across, every once in a while. Okay, I have a list right here. First one, I have 10 questions. What does KSU stand for? KSU stands for Key Service Unit. It's the actual brains of the phone system. It's sort of like a computer that all the phones are connected to, and at all the outside lines. And if you have voicemail, it's connected to that. That's basically a brain. It's in a central location, and once again, the phones are all connected through the walls back to that KSU. What does PBX stand for? It stands for Private Branch Exchange, which is very similar to a KSU, except PBX is a little bit, has more features and, it's a little more technical. 3. What is call transfer? Call transfer is sending a call from one extension to another, or in some cases, you can transfer a call to another phone number. Number 4. What is the best place to purchase a phone system? Some people say, "Oh, can I go to my local electronics store and buy it?" Well, you can, but you may not find the KSU version. You may just find phones that work with each other, that network together. But if you're actually a business and you want, in my opinion, if you're a business or a home or an office or something like that, and you need a phone system with call transfer, intercom paging, stuff like that, it's best not to go to your local electronics store. It's best to find a dealer, and there are dealers. I guarantee you, there's a dealer everywhere. At least a couple in your state or your area. I don't know. Just Google it. Phone system, phone system retailer or something like that. I don't know. You're really not going to find a storefront when you're going to buy a phone system. Usually an office that sells it. Number 5. Some people ask me, am I a technician? No, I'm not a technician. I'm not a business owner or anything. I'm actually an intern at a telecommunications company that sells actually phone systems and networking, peripherals. But after I graduate high school, I am going to try to become a phone system technician so I can go out on the road and program and install and, know a lot about phone systems. I already do know a lot about phone systems, more enough to be a professional at it. Once again, I am not a technician. As of now, I am an intern and I'm looking to be a technician. Number 6. People ask me, what's my favorite phone system? Well, I prefer phone systems like Toshiba and Cisco, but I kind of like them all. I helped install a Toshiba in my household. Toshiba's really a business and office phone system, not really a household, but since I kind of like Toshiba, I bought one for my house anyway. But all phone systems are good. They basically have almost the same features to each other. It's just kind of a preference. Just like if you go out to buy like a flat screen TV, there's Panasonic, there's Sony, there's Samsung and Philips and all that stuff, and they basically all do the same thing. You plug it into your cable box or DVD player or video games, stuff like that, and it streams through the TV. That's it. They all do the same thing. It's just your personal preference. Some may be a little nicer looking than others. Some may be a little more reliable than others. Okay, and number 8. What's the easiest phone system to program? Well, when you hear the word easy, usually think of that word as an opinion rather than a fact. In my opinion, the easiest system to program that I've come across, because I like programming phone systems. I'm not a technician, but I read the program manual and try to get the hang of it. The easiest I've come across are Panasonic and another company that you may or may not have heard of. It's called Vodavi. Those are kind of easier, and there are other really more complicated systems to program, such as Toshiba, Cisco, Avaya. Those are a little bit more difficult. You may have to you most likely have to have a technician come to your, wherever your system is located and install it. I mean, if you're not in the telecommunication world, then most likely you're going to have a technician come and install it and wire it, and most likely you're also going to have someone program it if you can't figure out the language. Let's see. What's the best home phone system? Like if you're looking for a phone system, to go in your house, not an office, maybe a house or a home office at most. I would recommend, everyone's different. I would recommend a Panasonic hybrid phone system, whether it's a hybrid phone system, a Panasonic hybrid phone system, super hybrid phone system, or Panasonic advanced hybrid phone system. They're all pretty good, and they're good for households. I come across a lot of Panasonics when I go into people's houses and I see they have a phone system. It's more like 99.9% of the time it's going to be a Panasonic phone system, because they're not very. It's not very complicated. They're very easy to understand, and actually, you can actually most phone systems do this, but on a Panasonic, I see people have a little door intercom. Well, in their front door, you press the door intercom button, and it ring the doorbells, or the ringtone of the doorbell box intercom rings through all the phones in the house, and you can actually pick up the phone in the house and ask who is it at the door, and it'll the person that's at the door will hear your voice, and they can talk back and say it's so and so, it's a pizza delivery guy. And in some circumstances, maybe better for home offices, you can actually press a pre-programmed button or a button in your phone system that'll actually buzz them in. In those fancy offices, they press a button and it goes bzzz, and you can open the door. You can actually do that on Panasonic phone systems too, as long as other ones. Number 9? What is the most popular phone system out there? Well, once again, it's all an opinion. It depends, where you go, where you live, where you're near. Well, for me, in my opinion, the most popular phone system that I see is probably going to be Avaya Toshiba. I'm sorry, not Avaya Toshiba. They're not together. Avaya or Toshiba, because they're separate companies. Also, Panasonic is pretty popular. Cisco, and the systems that are sort of popular and sort of not popular, like somewhere in between. That's going to be maybe NEC. Maybe Nortel. Vodavi's not very popular, from what I've seen. Once again, the most popular systems I come across: Avaya, Panasonic, Toshiba, and Cisco, and the others. There's a whole list of different phone systems out there. And the last but not least FAQ: what's it called when you hear press 1 for thank you for calling so and so, the office from so and so. Press 1 for sales. Press 2 for customer service. Press 3 for returns, something like that. If you're wondering what that is and how it works, well, basically it's called an auto attendant, or some people call it automated attendant, automatic attendant, same thing. It's just usually built into your voicemail card, and you program the message, and your technician, programs when you press 1 which phones are going to ring, when you press 2 which phones are going to ring, stuff like that, or when you press 0 which where it's going to go, or which voicemail box the number is going to go into, stuff like that. That's it. We only had 10 FAQs, but if you have any questions whatsoever, please feel free to comment or send me an email on YouTube, and I'm not a technician, once again I'm saying it, but I can help you understand some basic information if you'd like. Thank you.